short program here so that you know who is here and hear our views from our representatives. And then you will talk to all of us. So at this moment, I would like to invite the chairperson, Deputy Chairperson of Education Service Commission, Honorable Polot Jacob, to introduce to us this program. Jacob. Jacob knows the participants who are here.
Thank you very much, Honorable Johnson Malinga. My rare and singular opportunity is to, Honorable Minister, join in welcoming you and introducing to you the participants who are in here. I also say thank you for gracing this occasion. So, Honorable Minister, in this gathering and under this roof we have the Chairperson, Education Service Commission. We have the Chairperson, Judicial Service Commission. We have the Honorable Chair, Committee of Education and Sports, Parliament of Uganda. We have Honorable Member of the Committee of Education, Parliament of Uganda. We have Deputy Chairperson, Education Service Commission. We have members of the Education Service Commission. We have the Permanent Secretary, Education Service Commission. Just behind you, we have the Permanent Secretary, Judicial Service Commission. We have a representative of the Permanent Secretary, Minister of Local Government. We have a representative of the PS Health Service Commission. We have a commissioner in the Ministry of Local Government. And Honorable Minister, we also have a team from National Planning Authority. The staff of Education Service Commission, staff who are, that's the team of staff from Education Service Commission. We also have the leadership of Association of Secondary School Head Teachers of Uganda. We also have our retired and the current head teacher of Kololo Senior Secondary School. We have representatives of foundation bodies of our school. And we have head teachers of grant-aided schools, 46 grant-aided schools. We also have head teachers of the 91 UGIFT Phase 2 secondary schools. And before you sit, can I also invite the 46 I introduced earlier to join you in standing? Because, Honorable Minister, you can see, this is just a small group of the team you have out there. So, please take your seats. We have the media. We have the media. I'm sorry if I didn't capture you. I would say you are all welcome. So, Honorable Minister, my work was to introduce. I also apologize that I did not go into introducing us by name because I didn't want to make a mistake in pronouncing anybody's name. But also to save time, we're able to introduce by category. Thank you, and I wish to hand to the in charge. Thank you very much, Honorable.
And I'm requesting you to stay right here. Guest of honor, while you were away, we were privileged to hear from one of the lead head teachers, Council Haji Kamulegea. He told us that politics influences every activity that takes place in management, especially in our schools. Honorable Plota has also allowed me to introduce the head teacher and the deputy of Entebbe Senior Secondary School. I don't know where they are. Right far behind there. I would like to take this opportunity to ask you to invite our chairperson, Education Service Commission, to talk to us because the shoes are heavy. I cannot feed.
Okay. Thank you very much, Honorable Johnson. I therefore, without wasting time, wish to invite my colleague, Dr. Violet, to invite the chairperson. Thank you.
Honorable Minister of State for Higher Education, Dr. Muyingo, members of Parliament present, including the Chair of the Committee on Education in Parliament, representatives from Public Service, Chairperson, Deputy Chairpersons, and members of the Education Service Commission, Chairpersons and members of sister commissions, delegates from MDS, National Chairperson ASHU, event facilitators, head teachers, you gift 2 schools, head teachers of 46 grant-aided schools, the media, all invited guests and our staff, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon to you. It is my great honor for me to address you today, our guest of honor, and we reflect on our performance for the financial years 23-24, 24-25, and 25-26. I thank God for the strength and resilience that has enabled us to reach this milestone. In a special way, we extend our sincere gratitude to our Minister, Honorable Mama Kataham Museveni, and to you who is representing her, Dr. Muyingo. for honoring our invitation. We deeply appreciate your servant leadership, which has greatly enhanced the performance of the entire education sector. Yeah, I'm particularly pleased to welcome the head teachers appointed and you gift to, as well as the head teachers from the 46 grant-aided schools. Please, can we give you a clap again? Your feedback during this performance review meeting will be vital in shaping the future direction in managing seed secondary schools in our country. I further commend the chairperson, deputy chairpersons, and members of the Education Service Commission for unreserved commitment and dedication to work. In a special way, I extend my gratitude to our permanent secretary and who leads the secretariat for their hard work and resilience through the years and for organizing this timely and important review of our performance. Our theme today, Honorable Minister, is managing and delivering services for results. This reminds us that our work must be consistently translate into meaningful impact in the transformation agenda of our country, Uganda. Over the last 10 years, the Commission has aligned its operational strategies with national priorities, particularly the National Development Plan and the Tenfold Development Strategy. I'm therefore glad to note that our new strategies, which have already been certified by the National Planning Authority, are fully aligned with NDP 4, the Tenfold GDP Growth Strategy, and the other national development agendas. As we look forward, it is critical that we assess our progress, learn from our experiences, adjust, and refine our approach to work where necessary. We are committed to using the outcomes of this annual performance review meeting to strengthen our operation strategies and to improve service delivery. Initiatives such as You Gift To report, which I hope the Minister will be availed, will help streamline recruitment, especially for the seed secondary schools, and ensuring greater efficiency and coordination. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not just a review, it's an opportunity to dissect, reset, refocus, and recommit ourselves to excellence in service delivery. I thank you all for your presence, and I pray for your active participation. May God bless you, and I wish you productive deliberations. As I conclude, I wish to quote some Bible verses, 2 of them. Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and He will establish your plans. Whatever you do, this is the second one. The first is from Proverbs 16:3. The second from Colossians 3:23. Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for human masters. It is now my most singular honor to invite our chairperson, the chairperson of the Education Service Commission, Reverend Professor Dr. Samuel Abmelek Kiruboga, to address the meeting and to invite our guest of honor to speak. For God and my country.
Good morning, Honorable Minister of State for Education, for Higher Education, Honorable John Chrysostom Muyingo, representing Honorable Minister of Education and Sports, Mama Janet Kataham 7. You are very welcome. Members of Parliament, Head of Public Service, chairpersons and members of sister commissions, deputy chairpersons and members of the Education Service Commission, permanent secretaries, delegates from other MDs, national chairperson of ASHU, events facilitators, head teachers of UGIFT, 2 schools and 46 grant-aided schools, all staff of the Education Service Commission, the media fraternity, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Good morning? No. Good afternoon. It is with great pleasure and profound honor that I warmly welcome you, Honorable Minister, and all our distinguished guests to this annual performance review meeting. Your presence here today underscores your steadfast commitment to strengthening education service delivery as a cornerstone for national development and transformation. This meeting comes at a critical moment as we align our work with Uganda's evolving development agenda, particularly the National Development Plan for 2025-26 to 2029-2030, and the Tenfold Growth Strategy and the NRM Manifesto Program, among others. These frameworks place education at the center of socio-economic transformation and position the Education Service Commission as a key enabler in building a competent, ethical, and result-oriented education workforce. This annual performance review allows us to reflect on our performance for the financial years 2023-2024 and 2024-2025, as well as assess progress for the first half of the year 2025-2026. More importantly, it provides an opportunity to discuss on how well the Education Service Commission intends to implement the Education Service Commission strategic plan while adhering to the Education Service Commission delivery standards and client charter in delivering timely, transparent, and accountable services to our stakeholders. Over the review period, the Commission has registered significant achievements in executing its constitutional mandate, particularly in recruitment, confirmation, promotion, and disciplinary management of education personnel. These interventions have directly contributed to improved staffing levels, strengthened professionalism, and enhanced service delivery across the education sector, in line with national priorities. A key milestone was the 2022 nationwide validation of teachers and non-teaching teaching and non-teaching staff in the government-aided secondary schools and tertiary institutions. This exercise not only enhanced payroll integrity, but also reinforced accountability systems. In line with this, the Commission, working with local governments, has since ensured that no officer accesses the payroll without proper verification, thereby reducing the number of forged appointments to zero, reducing the number of forged appointment letters to zero. I also wish to commend the Ministry of Education and Sports for introducing the performance tracking tool for head teachers, deputy head teachers, and teachers. This initiative aligns with our shared objective of strengthening performance management systems, enhancing teacher presence, and improving learning outcomes, which are key pillars within the Human Capital Development Framework. The recently conducted UGIFT-2 seed school recruitment exercise, as highlighted in the UGIFT-2 report, provides valuable lessons. While the exercise successfully supported the operationalization of the new seed schools, it also revealed gaps in coordination, communication, and stakeholder alignment. These insights are critical and will inform our discussions during this meeting as we seek to strengthen future recruitment processes. In this regard, the Commission proposes a more structured and institutionalized multi-sectoral coordination framework involving the Ministry of Public Service, the Ministry of Education and Sports, the Education Service Commission, and the Ministry of Local Government. This approach is consistent with national planning principles and will ensure that large-scale initiatives such as UGIFT are implemented efficiently, transparently, and in full alignment with our service delivery standards and all stakeholders' expectations. Ladies and gentlemen, while we celebrate these achievements, we remain mindful of the challenges that persist, particularly resource constraints, increasing demand for education services, and the need for continuously enhance efficiency, responsiveness, and client satisfaction. These challenges call for research, innovation, and strong partnerships, and strict adherence to our client charter commitments. I wish to commend the government, development partners, institutional leaders, and all staff of the Commission for their dedication and contribution. Your efforts continue to strengthen institutional capacity and advance the delivery of quality education services in Uganda. As we proceed with this review, I urge all participants to engage actively, openly, and constructively. Let us draw from evidence, share practical solutions, and align our recommendations with both national development priorities and the Commission's strategic direction. Let us remain focused on our shared mission to build a professional, accountable, and high-performing education service that meets the aspirations of our people and contributes meaningfully to national transformation. In closing, I am reminded of the words of Galatians chapter 6, verse 9. Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. May this scripture inspire us to remain steadfast, diligent, and committed to the noble responsibility entrusted to us. I thank you all for your attention and wish you fruitful deliberations. It is now my honor and privilege to invite the Honorable James Becketeria, Chairperson, Parliamentary Committee on Education and Sports, who will in turn invite the Honorable Minister to address us. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, sir. Our chief guest, who is none other than Dr. Kristo Muyingo, the Minister of State for Higher Education and representing the First Lady, the Minister of Education and Sports. The Honorable Member of Parliament from the Committee of Education and Sports, the Chairperson of Education Service Commission and the deputies and members of the Commission, and the Chairperson of the Judicial Service Commission and the PS, Commissioner from local government, protocol observed. Honorable Minister, I've been here slightly longer, not very long, and it is my sincere gratitude that we are having this annual performance review, and how I wished that it was frequent. And also, Mr. Chairman of the Commission, I would advise that we could also invite the Minister of Finance to be part of this story, that we can always have synergies, and then we end up having a way forward. So this is a very good forum where you have the board, the representatives of the Board of Governors and all the head teachers. Honorable Minister, I was thinking aloud that now it's good to have the National Planning Authority here, and their work is to plan, and I've always talked about the NDP3, now NDP4. Last week, I was attending a meeting in Gulu, and there's somebody who had done research, and he told us that the high institutions, universities and other tertiary institutions, are churning out over 730,000 workforce per year. Means in 5 years, you have 3.5 level. The intake of the public service within, of course, government is only around 92,000. So you can see that there's a very big problem, which can also affect the Commission, because the Commission is telling us that when it is application forms, they have to handle lorries and lorries. And how I wish that National Planning Authority, those days we used to have the manpower planning, but we now have human resource management. Now, how do you manage human resource without planning for it? So National Planning Authority, it is now your duty to exactly tell us what is required in the education sector, how adequate, that if you give quotas to the higher institutions such that they train the people that would like, or the people who may be taken on in the employment, especially in public service, and even in the private schools. So with those many comments, Honourable Minister, I'd like to once again call upon you to come and address the gathering. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. The Chairperson
Deputy Chairperson and members of Education Service Commission, who happen to be our hosts, the Chairperson and members of Parliament, especially those from the Committee of Education and Sports, the Chairperson and members, and of course, representatives of religious foundation bodies, representatives of MDS, facilitators of this very important occasion, head teachers, newly appointed, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Oh, good afternoon. I've not had breakfast. I was going. It's also a great pleasure for me to join you this afternoon at this very important occasion, marking the opening of the annual performance review meeting for the Education Service Commission, which also includes the component of inducting the newly appointed head teachers who are introduced to us. I bring very warm and prayerful greetings from Mama, the First Lady and Minister of Education and Sports, who asked me to extend her apologies to you for not being able to join you this morning and afternoon as she had planned. She has asked me to preside over this engagement on her behalf. Allow me also begin by thanking and congratulating the Chairperson of the Education Service Commission and his team for organizing this very important annual performance review meeting. And it's very important. I want to thank you for inviting us. I want to thank you for all that you have prepared for that will make this conference or meeting a meeting with a difference. I want to thank you for the choice of the performance review theme, managing and delivering services for results, which emphasizes the great need for results from all government strategies and interventions. Of course, without results, government will be investing blindly, and this is not acceptable. The NRM government considers the education of Ugandans as a high priority intervention because we know that a capable human capital will be the fulcrum and the engine of the transformation of our motherland, Uganda. The government is therefore addressing 3 strategic issues to ensure that our deserving Ugandans receive quality education, and these include access, quality, and relevance education. I'm glad to inform you that the NRM government is successfully balancing these 3 strategic issues, and the human capital indicators are now visible in terms of available in-country capacity gained by Ugandans from the education system. Because of this available in-country capacity, Uganda experts can now fully manage all key sectors that drive the economy, growth, and the transformation of our homeland. It's really amazing that at one time, somewhere, some of you are born, our country hired foreigners, foreign tax experts to handle the revenue management, and this was true for majority of all government, almost all government agencies. Now the story has completely changed because of education. Government will continue to address the issues of access to education through universal free primary education, O-level and post-O-levels education, as well as other affirmative action initiatives. The construction, equipping, and staffing of seed secondary schools in each sub-county is another key pillar targeting enhanced access to secondary education by deserving Ugandans, whether old or young. There are also reforms in the curriculum and the TVET subsector that put emphasis to practical expertise, and not only the knowledge, but this is in line with broader impact of education and learning to know, to do, to live together, and to be. In short, there are a lot of good things happening in the education systems in Uganda, and therefore, holding performance review meetings like this one is a critical step to ensure documentation, sharing, and a discussion of performance results. This creates an opportunity to have collective views and a shared vision, way forward, and responsibility within the education fraternity. I've gone through your strategies, and I'm glad they are certified by National Planning Authority. Congratulations, my chairman and your team. Here I thank the head of public service and secretary to cabinet, who made it an absolute requirement for each MDA to have strategies, including service delivery standards. Please use these strategies to guide your performance and to maintain the alignment with NDP4, the 10-fold growth strategy, the NRM First Manifesto, and other government strategies. To my head teachers newly appointed, I extend my warm congratulations to you all. Your appointment is an honor, a significant responsibility, and an opportunity to innovate, create, and serve visible transformation, and also, of course, visible transformation, not only for your students, the schools, but also to the society. As you assume your new roles, ladies and gentlemen, head teachers, I urge you to uphold the highest standards of professionalism, highest standards of integrity, and accountability. Your leadership will shape the culture of our schools. Your leadership will shape the culture of our schools, influence teacher performance, and ultimately determine the quality of learning outcomes of our students. Government therefore expects you to provide strong leadership and ensure effective curriculum implementation. Two, the government also expects you to promote discipline, inclusiveness, and a safe learning environment in our schools. Manage school resources prudently and transparently. Foster collaboration with the parents, communities, and other stakeholders, and embrace innovation, adaptability in a rapidly changing education landscape. Please take this induction very seriously and learn from colleagues who have succeeded in managing schools. You should seek guidance from senior government officials who are facilitating this induction, because managing schools these days is no longer business as usual, and the ministry will demand results, of course. Our permanent secretary will be informing you more about all the new arrangements and initiatives. Once again, I congratulate the Education Service Commission for organizing this annual performance review meeting and the induction of the newly appointed head teachers. And therefore, I declare this meeting open and wish you all fruitful discussions. Can I also use this same opportunity to launch the Education Service Commission strategies? Thank you.
Honorable Minister, we are inviting you to sign on the documents with the team on the dummies there. The chairperson will lead you. Team, please. accompany the minister to sign on the dummies. Co-MC, where are you? MC. So the minister, on behalf of government, is signing on this document so that we shall use them officially.
My colleagues, the teachers, head teachers, I have had an opportunity to study, to look through this document, this three. And I want to invite you to make sure that before you go home, you internalize what is in there. You go home and try to do something similar to what you have seen here. This is a very important message, very important information. Please don't make a mistake of going without reading it to the end. I'm doing it assuming that you are going to read for God and my country. Today is 30. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. Our service delivery standards has been signed on by the guest of honor. The chairperson, Education Service Commission, is signing on it as well. How I wish the photographers could see. Thank you. Chairperson, Parliamentary Committee, sign on it. Thank you very much. The minister is signing on the client charter. Thank you, Honorable Minister. Ladies and gentlemen, to wind up this session, our MC is going to lead us in singing of the East African anthem and the national anthem. Thank you very much for this session.
A very loud round of applause to so without as our high table concludes the signing onto the client's charter, the service delivery standards, and our performance report, we prepare to raise up and have the national anthems in reverse order. Thereafter, this is a really, really nice event, so we wouldn't want to miss out on the opportunity to take a photo with our chief guest, the minister. So please ensure that you get there before, ensure that you get there before the minister does, such that you get that exact spot where you'll be able to have this memorable picture. We are going to have the anthems in reverse order, starting with the East African community anthem. Mungu twaomba ulinde Jumuiya ya Afrika Mashariki.
yetu, uwezo yetu, wetu, moya yetu. O Uganda, may go the body, we lay our future in thy hand. United, free for liberty, together we'll always stand.
Thank you so very much. Honorable Minister will be headed out for a group photo with our participants. Honorable. So we will first take a photo here. Our dear photographers will have a very important photo here, then we'll have another one outside. So the Honorable Minister will have one here with the high table, one here with the high table. Then we move to the group where we'll have all our participants, the head teachers, and the other representatives from the invited agencies, ministries, and departments. Thank you. Our dear photographers, are you done? We need seats. Okay. Please, may we clear this corridor for our chief?
UBC, inspiring Uganda. Pick of the day on UBC. Was brought to you by
I'll call you every day, yeah, yo, baby, don't know.
You can now get all the Chibuzi out with MTN voice bundles. Call all networks, Kubei Dondoro. Buy a 25-minute voice bundle for only 1,000 or buy any daily voice bundle of your choice. Dial *100 *21 hash and select daily or use the MyMTN app. When we talk together, we are unstoppable.
Exercise can't be sustained. Eating can't be stopped. It's even harder to lose weight. Come and give it a try. Genshikang L-carnitine chromium capsules. Plant extract, scientific ratio. Take 3 capsules each time. The active ingredient accelerates fat burning, eat twice a day. Don't take a detour. Weight loss starts now. Genshikang L-carnitine with chromium capsules helps you stay in shape. Please follow medical advice when taking this product. For more information, visit our website www.hgo.com or call 0800 335555.
I'd like to thank all our clients, our valued tax